So the main idea is how many songs can you actually remember and whistle or sing? So many, probably hundreds or thousands, but how many can you play on the instrument? Not that many, right? So today I'll be taking two examples, one from like a very rock song that is Voodoo Child by Jimi Hendrix, and another one jazz melody called Scrapple from the Apple by Charlie Parker. I want to take these two very different examples because I want to show you how the system works and no matter what you're playing. So the first riff, I'm playing this with a standard tuning in E. As soon as I learned that riff, for me it was like, okay, that's Voodoo Child and that's the end of it. But if we go one step deeper, what we realize immediately is like, okay, this riff is built on a minor pentatonic of E. And the first thing that I need to do is give this thing a context. So step number one, we give a context. Starts here. So I need to find the pentatonic position with a root that tells me, okay, I am in this position here. This is where the riff starts. Now, great. Starts from this sound here that I can easily find is the root of the pentatonic. If you're not familiar with the octave relation, there's an entire video. Go check that out. Makes everything super simple when it comes to these things. So I have my starting point here. I'm doing a hammer on that and going back to the lower root here. See, immediately what I noticed that, okay, wait a second, I'm here. If I jump here, well, I gotta see another pentatonic position. Seems annoying in the beginning, but if I can see these, it's easier for my brain to memorize that mechanic. So, could I stay in the same position? Sure. I could do that as well, for example. Now, the next step, now that I've given a context to this, is, okay, I know it's minor pentatonic of E, and I do know it starts from the root. Great. Now, can I move this riff, step number two, in all the possible pentatonic forms, there are 5, that I know. So, this is my starting point. I use my octave relation, and I find that's another E that I can start from. Now, first issue, I'm like, I cannot do the hammer on at the beginning. You can be creative. Right? But the point here is more like, can I actually transpose this riff in many different parts of the fretboard? So my next position would be around here. The root is right here, so I can. Good. Then I'm stuck here. I can go on the other side and go up here, for example, and I have a bunch of E's, right? The whole point here is not really being like, oh, I know all the forms of the pentatonic, is getting deeper into the sonic identity of this riff, and being able to play this riff in all these positions means that you're actually practicing these positions in a very musical way. You're not just going up and down, E minor pentatonic. You're actually asking yourself, how does that riff that I'm imagining in my head get played here? So the next time that you have something similar in your head, you can actually find it in that specific position. I hope that makes sense. So the next step is, okay, now that I can play this thing in multiple pentatonic positions, let me change key. At that point of time, usually it doesn't really matter which key you're playing because you know that riff in every single position. So if I just select, for example, let's say G, this is my new key. I do know the structure of the riff. I need to find the root that is right here. Or octave higher. And then what do? Well, it's a different key, so I can try different position. And I can keep going. Right? In all the forms that I know of the pentatonic, at that point where I can play the riff in 5 different forms, in, let's say, 5-6 different keys, that riff became something that I can constantly play no matter where I am in the fretboard. I could pick like a random note on string 3, for example. Let's say this. On string 2. String 1. So the main idea is how many songs can you actually remember and whistle or sing? So many, probably hundreds or thousands, but how many can you play on the instrument? Not that many, right? So my point is, instead of fixing and trying to just memorize more songs on the guitar, let's go deeper and let's fix the connection between what you can think and remember and sing and whistle and the guitar. Once you do that, all the songs that you have in your head, to a certain extent, obviously, you can actually play on the guitar. Maybe you don't remember exactly the key, you don't remember exactly all the notes, but you can just go get around 50, 60, 70% of the melody and then figure out the rest by listening or by watching a video or something like that. So once you do that, you have the Voodoo Child riff in many different positions, in many different keys, and then one day, while you're soloing, most likely you're going to have a glimpse of that idea and you'll be able to play something around that.